Today's video is all about balance. Balance in image, balance in outfits, balancing your body, just about balance all around. So anyway, in about 15 more seconds, stay tuned right after this brief 15-second commercial, and I'm going to talk a lot about balance. There are sometimes this doesn't apply, but like I say in the video, we'll talk about that later. Stay tuned. The idea that I want to talk to you guys about is sizes. Sizes on the body and with the body, being face, head, shoulders, waist, hips, legs, thighs, calves, pretty much just all of the things in the body I'm going to be talking about right now. So when you think about your body, if you think something is oversized on your body, if you have large calves, if you have large thighs, if your waist is not very small in terms of size between your hips and your torso, if you have large shoulders, if you have maybe a large head, I don't know. So those things that you consider to be large, even if you've sized them your own self by plastic surgery or something. Even if you've done that, to be classy, to be a classy lady, if something is larger than you think maybe is somewhat normal or a little on the larger side, the way to de-emphasize those things is never to put something tight or overemphasize those things. This is a general rule, and there are some exceptions, but overall, I'm going to talk about general things. And maybe at some point, I'll show you the specific circumstances that don't apply to this. But overall, you don't ever want to wear something tight on areas that you have oversized. If you want to be classy, if you got oversized boobs, I'm just going to talk real. If you got oversized boobs and you wanted them to be that way and you enjoy showing them, more power to you. Whatever you like, whatever you want to do, that's awesome. But if you want to be a classy lady and that's your focus, then I think de-emphasizing those things, even if you kind of like them, they could be a chest, hips that are really oversized. Mine are not small, but yet I have broad shoulders. So even though I have big hips, my body somewhat seems balanced shoulder to hip, because though I have big hips, I have big shoulders too, so it's kind of evens out. So that's one way to really think about it. How do you make things seem even? Typically, it's by wearing things that aren't too tight on something that's oversized. That's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it. So if you have this area that's oversized and it's not seeming evened out by something else like big hips, evened out by big shoulders, which I have, or if you have big shoulders and you have really small, narrow hips, there's a differential and imbalance there. So by wearing things that are a little looser, not as fitted, you're not making it as obvious that there is a difference in those two areas. So I typically do not wear tight stuff anymore. In the past, in my 20s, I did, but that's definitely something that I do wear fitted things because I do have a balance in my hips and shoulders. So I do wear fitted things in the waist to show the hips and shoulders, things that will show those things. But I do wear things that are fitted, but I don't wear things that are tight anymore. That's just not something that is grown to do. That was something I did in my 20s. I do not regret it at all. Probably did it in my 30s too. And I may wear things that are tight, but I also wear looser things to balance it out. So essentially what I'm saying right now is when you're looking at your body and looking at things, one thing to key in on is, how do I balance this out? How do I make whatever it is that I have that is oversized or small or narrow or skinny, except for the waist. Sometimes if you emphasize the waist that's small, that's something that can look good still. But anyway, we'll go into that. But overall, you want to create balance in whatever it is. If you have really big eyes, you may want to play down your eyes with your makeup to create balance. If you have really big lips, you may want to wear neutral colors, not too bright, not too shocking. This is a general rule, and there are definitely exceptions. Sometimes you want to stand out and you want to be like, hey, look at my lips. Look at my eyes. You know, there are times that this is not always the case, but overall, think about how you can create balance in your outfit, your makeup, whatever it is you're trying to do overall. How do you create it, make it look a little more even? So that's one thing that came to me today. Now that I'm in touch with this channel, Shannon G Style, things are going to be coming to my mind a lot more, and I'll have more things to share with you. And I'll be elevating my style as you elevate yours. So let that be said, and we will be talking tomorrow. Have a great day. Mwah. Much love, ladies. Bye-bye.